Well, hello, my name is Rodney Eiland, and I figure if we're going to be spending some time today together, and me up here telling you guys a lot of stories and filling you in on a lot of information that I hope is going to help you, I figured it might be good if you knew a little bit about me. So, growing up, pretty simple. I had one sister. She was 3 years older than me, so of course a lot of you know what that means. That means I grew up with two moms. Mom was from the Hupa Tribe, the real mom, so that's kind of cool. I like to say that a lot. It's, Native American from the West Coast. I don't know anything about it because she was adopted when she was a kid, but we have a book, and it says Hupa Tribe, My Life as a Hupa, so that's all I know, but that's pretty cool. She was raised in Houston, which is where we're from, Houston, Texas, and so can I get a giddy up? Yeah. There we go. See, we don't really say that there, but everybody expects that. It's like, well, everybody in Texas has horses and oil wells, right? Anyway, so that's where she met Dad. Dad's kind of from a German kind of thing. Now, we didn't grow up German because, of course, that always comes if the grandma is German. So we didn't grow up with the German food and all those things, but that's where the namesake came from. Grew up in a pretty smart family, and Dad graduated from Rice University. Mom graduated from high school early, went on to college from there. My sister had like folders in fact, I went through some of my mom's stuff just recently and I found two huge stacked folders of all my sister's certificates, an honor society and all this kind of stuff. And so, they had all these awards and all these things. Just to give you an idea, my folder was about this thick. So it was a little tough, but I did my time in high school like I was supposed to and, got done with all of that. And once I got out of school, I figured going to college was not the best idea for me. And so I figured, take advantage of the people that I know. Mom was a regional vice president with an insurance company, so I thought, great, I'm going to go and I'm going to get my insurance license. So I don't know if you guys can picture this, but I'm 18 years old, just out of high school. I literally looked like I was 14 and a half. Seriously. Basically, naturally, a little bit of an introvert. It takes a lot of practice. And besides that, got a little bit of an ADD focus problem. And so the best thing I could come up with at the time was to get my insurance license, go door-to-door, business-to-business, selling insurance. What could go wrong? So yeah, they say we learn by failing, and I learned a lot in the first 6 months. After that, I decided, it was about 6 months. I decided to start my own business, so I had a little bit of money, a couple of $100, borrowed a couple of $100 from Mom, started my own business. I'd always been fascinated by cars and that sort of thing, so I went into the automotive accessory business. Basically, a glass tinting business is really what it was. So rented me a little shop. It was 1,225 square foot, had a little office, a little warehouse space for a couple of cars. I had one employee. He didn't know what in the world he was doing. You know who the employee was? Me. See, the point here is that it doesn't matter where we start, it matters where we finish. I had some great mentors, I had some great leaders along the way. We grew that business over 20 years into one of the larger companies in the Houston area, multiple locations, servicing car dealerships, and I learned a lot along the way. I learned about customer service, I learned about sales, I learned about helping other people learn those things. And by the way, back to the sales thing, if you don't believe that it'll make you a good salesman being in that environment, let me tell you, my better half has put up with me for over 30 years. You talk about a sales job, baby. That's a sales job all the time. Now, we got two great boys. One of them calls me Dad because he has to. One chooses to. So I got the best of both worlds. Shows I'm doing something right, I guess. Got a great grandson. He's 4 years old. Got a little sister on the way, so I'm going to have a granddaughter pretty soon. And I got to tell you, guys in the room, you'll appreciate this. I'm so glad the boy came first. I mean, Spider-Man, Batman, John Deere tractor toys, Legos, Duplos. I mean, it's great. He lets, me play when I beg him. But anyway, so we have a lot of fun with that. I'm ready for tea parties and that sort of thing as well. So just everything along the way. And look, I know I went through this pretty quick, but we're going to be spending some time together. And I wanted you to know a little bit about me because, see, here's my belief. My belief is that we all have the ability to do something great. And I know this for a fact. If I can do it, so can you. That's it. Thanks. Thank you.